Good morning, everyone. Good morning. For those of you I don't know, my name is Andy Perlman, and I have the true pleasure of serving as the dean here at Suffolk University Law School and the genuine delight of welcoming you all to LITCon 2023. I am especially delighted to welcome you to this event because of our longstanding commitment to legal innovation and technology. In fact, as I was thinking about my opening remarks, I decided to figure out when exactly did we establish our Lit Institute. I had been involved in it back in the day, but I hadn't remembered the date. It turns out that last week was the 10th anniversary of the Lit Institute's creation. So happy birthday to us. And since then, we have really built out a remarkable array of courses and programs, including our legal innovation and technology concentration. And I see one of our very first faculty members, Mark Lauritsen, sitting here, who has been instrumental in that success from the start. And the goal was never about teaching our students programming or coding. The idea was to teach our students a new kind of issue spotting. For those of you who have been to law school, and I think that's most people in the room, the reality is we teach students about issue spotting in property and torts and contracts and so many other areas. But what we wanted to do was to teach our students the next generation of issue spotting so that when they got out in practice, no matter what service they might be delivering, they could spot opportunities to deliver those services better, faster, and cheaper using technology and innovation. And then a few years after that, we got off the ground the Legal Innovation and Technology Lab, led by the phenomenal David Colarusso and Quentin Steenhuis, who have absolutely just blown it out of the water in terms of the impact that they are having, not only for our students, but for the larger public. I think at the end of the day, we were a little bit ahead of our time. If ChatGPT had existed 10 years ago when the Institute was founded, and you had asked it for a list of 10 oxymorons, legal innovation would have been on that list. It might still be on that list today, but a little bit less so. And the reality is that we have to keep moving the ball forward. All of you in this room, not just at Suffolk Law, but nationally, are really advancing this work in ways that are going to be increasingly important in the years to come. Many of you may have seen last week's report from Goldman Sachs, which predicted that 44% of legal tasks will be replaced by generative AI in the coming years. To be clear, that's not the end of lawyers, but it will be the end of legal services as we know it. And we all need to play our part in reimagining the education of future lawyers and what it is that lawyers will be doing. But our focus on legal innovation is much more than just preparing students for the future. It's also better serving the public. We are all very well aware of the challenges associated with the access to justice crisis, with upwards of 90% of the essential civil legal needs of people of modest means going unmet every single year. The traditional solutions that we have long employed, which are still critical, more pro bono work, more funding for civil legal aid, the constitutional right to civil legal representation, they're all important, but they haven't been enough. We need to find new solutions. And that's why the Legal Innovation and Technology Lab and similar efforts are going to be so critical going forward. And all of you who are looking for ways to collaborate at scale, which is today's theme, are going to be a big part of that effort. So I thank you all for participating in those initiatives. And I want to thank those who are here who have been so instrumental to that success. Two critical people, and I've mentioned them already, our Lit Lab director and practitioner in residence, David Colarusso, legal innovation and technology practitioner in residence, Quentin Steenhuis. They have been absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so grateful for their efforts, far surpassing anything that we could have imagined when the Institute was created 10 years ago. Lit Lab fellow Bryce Willey, and has also been tremendously helpful in planning this event. And there are many others as well, including Joan Luke, Program Manager of Clinical Programs, Gabe Tenenbaum, who's our Assistant Dean of Innovation, Strategic Initiatives, and Distance Education, Sarah Boonin, who's our Associate Dean for Experiential Education, Professor Diane O'Leary, who's the director of our Legal Innovation and Technology concentration. You can tell we have a lot of innovation titles at the law school. That's intentional because we take it seriously. And I'm also tremendously grateful for the philanthropic support that has fueled the success that I've described, including from Pew Charitable Trust, the Hewlett Foundation, and from the General Counsel, Executive Vice President, and Secretary of Iron Mountain, Deborah Marson. So I'll close by saying thanks to all of you for being here. Thanks to our faculty, staff, and the students you'll be hearing from in a few moments. What you are doing here today is truly inspiring. As we mark the 10th anniversary of the Legal Innovation and Technology Institute at Suffolk Law, I couldn't be more excited, and I'm thrilled about what's coming next. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day.